Welcome to Valencia in Spain, game day 12 of the EuroLeague Women regular season, and the action tonight, well, it's a big one. Valencia taking on Zaragoza. We are fully in the middle of the business end of the regular season. Teams across Europe fighting it out to make those postseason playoffs. Valencia, their hopes hang by a thread. They have to win tonight to keep their hopes alive, whilst a win for Zaragoza would be enough to secure them a quarter-final berth. It would also lock in our 4 qualifiers here in Group A. Plenty of action going on across Europe as we speak. Here's the slate for tonight. One game already completed. Fenerbahce picking up their 10th win of the regular season with an 11-point win over Lublin. The other 2 games are Asvel against Skio, as well as DVTK against Sepsi. Here is the table as it stands right now. Zaragoza are visitors, 8-3 record in 3rd. Valencia just outside of the critical top 4, currently sitting in 5th with a 5-6 record. As I say, a loss tonight for Valencia, and that determines our 4 qualifiers here in Group A. Fenerbahce, the only team currently to have secured a spot in the postseason. In Group A, only other team in Group B is Praha. Plenty going on over there this evening as well. In Group B, you have Cukurova against Virtus Bologna underway at the moment. About 2.5 minutes left in that one. Cukurova lead by 2. Chance for them to qualify tonight as well. Another game going on in Győr. They lead by 14 over Polkowice. Győr making a real run of it at the back end of the season here. They don't have a chance of making the playoffs. Polkowice do. A loss tonight on the road could certainly hurt them. And then the other games this evening. Villeneuve, Dask against Praha, and Avenida against Lond. Both of those tipping off in about 45 minutes time from now. Both teams here on the floor getting ready. Zaragoza have been flying in recent weeks. Only lost 1 of their last 8 games in European competition. However, the task ahead tonight is pretty straightforward. They know exactly what they need to do. A win, and they are through to the postseason. That's a big statement and a big step forward for them. As for Valencia, they started their EuroLeague women's season strongly. But a 4-game skid in the mid-season, a 4-game losing streak has put their playoff chances heavily at risk now. That said, a bit of a resurgence recently, won 2 of their last 3. Zaragoza now going to be introduced here in the wonderful Valencia arena. Zaragoza really have built it in one way under the guidance of Coach Cantero. It's all about defense for them. In fact, they are the best defensive team in the entire competition, conceding less than 61 points a game. And within that includes an impressive defensive performance in the reverse of this game earlier in the season, where Zaragoza held Valencia to just 47 points. I'm sure that will once again be the focus here this evening, trying to lock Valencia out, keep them low scoring, slow the pace of the game down. And that is likely to be the key to success for Zaragoza. However, other end of the floor, Zaragoza have struggled, scoring less than 67 in that game against Valencia earlier in the season, and I'm sure that's what Valencia will be targeting. They'll look to increase their defensive intensity and also try and keep the tempo of the game nice and high here on their home floor in front of their home fans. But their chances of making the postseason, not slim, but certainly a little bit more difficult than maybe the early goings would have suggested. However, they have called in reinforcements. And what reinforcements? Alina Yagapova. You don't get much bigger a name in global women's basketball than Yagapova. Multiple EuroLeague women MVP. And offensively will bring a whole new level of creativity and drive to this Valencia team. You do wonder though, is it too little too late for the team in orange to push forward and claim a playoff berth? Well, for the team interactions, Merit Hempe first to be introduced to the floor, and whoever the starting five are for this Valencia team, whoever Coach Burgos selects, they'll want to get off to a strong start, get the crowd behind them here on their home floor, and hopefully get their offense firing early. That will unsettle Zaragoza if they're able to do that, and that will be a key to today's game. A good mixture of veteran experience and youth in this Valencia roster. And the final player to be introduced, the new arrival, Alina Agapova. Settling in nicely to the new jersey, having made the move from Chukarova just a few weeks ago. Both teams in their huddles at their respective ends. Here are our officials for this evening: Viola Georgi, Valentin Olio and Martin Van Hoy from Romania, France and Belgium respectively. Players on the half, exchanging gifts and high fives as they get ready to go to work here. Under 5 minutes till our opening tip-off. What should be a really interesting game between two very strong Spanish teams. I'd certainly say that Zaragoza had the better of the previous meeting of these two back on Zaragoza's home floor earlier in the season. However, that low-scoring game certainly might not happen here this evening, particularly with the arrival of Agapova for Valencia. However, even with Agapova on board, we would probably still have Zaragoza as favourites. This one could be a really, really close game. Both these teams, plenty of talent. Starting five for Zaragoza: Ortiz, Golbey, Fibic, Atkinson and Diallo. Plenty coming off the bench as well. The likes of Geldof and Holoshinska for Coach Cantero. Looks on knowing that his team are within touching distance. They're certainly in the driving seat within this group. 8 wins under their belts already. It's likely they are going to progress. But there's still, until it's mathematically certain, a glimmer of doubt, I'm sure, for the Zaragoza team. Let's have a look at the starting five for this Valencia team now. Be interesting to see who Coach Burgos has gone to start the game. Has some clear rotations in mind. You can see that time and time again. He knows how to move his team around. But who will he put on the floor to start this very critical game, this do-or-die game? It's going to be Hempe, Alvina, Casas, Carrera and Agapova. Tons coming off the bench though. Fingal, the youngster Buena Vida. The experience of Torrens and Romero there as well as Gulic. Coach Burgos in the huddle with the five. A strong start is important. Get the crowd into the game for the home team and get their offense firing early. That puts them in the driving seat and hopefully extends their chances of making it through to the playoffs for a week further. A reminder while we're waiting for the opening tip, if you have your phones to hand, grab them now, open up your app store, and download the official EuroLeague Women app, available on Android and iOS, completely free of charge, and a ton of great content on that app. Brings you all the latest news and videos, as well as the real-time stats. If you want to jump on there and understand some of the permutations going into this round of games, please do. Takes you through what each team has to do to qualify, or which teams could be eliminated or already eliminated. Definitely worth checking that one out. Adds a little bit of spice to what is already a pretty hot week of games in EuroLeague Women. Valencia 5 on the floor. Look like pretty confident, nervous energy. Relatively calm looking Zaragoza, starting 5 as well. Moments away from the opening tip. Officials are ready, the players are ready. I know I'm ready, hopefully you are as well. Sit back and enjoy what should be a huge game of European women's basketball. Superstars on show, phenomenal teams on show, plenty at stake. Perfect recipe for a great ball game. And we're underway here in Valencia. Game day 12 of the EuroLeague Women's regular season Group A action as Valencia take on Zaragoza. Almost a steal straight away. Inside to the low post. Good defense from the Agapova. Hempy. The Agapova uses the screen. Gets a switch. Certainly has the foot speed advantage. The pass isn't quite there for Hempy. Clearly they want to get those switches happening. Either benefit from the foot speed of Agapova or the size and strength of Hempy. Lovely drive to the basket. That is easy for Ortiz. Averaging just under 7 points a game, the veteran point guard. Had a season high 18 points against Lublin a few weeks ago. Stolen away, good quick hands. Back-to-back big plays for Ortiz. Nervous start here, Valencia. Can't really afford to have a nervous start. Agapova hands it inside. Hempy, little short corner jumper is good, and Merritt Hempy certainly has that in her game. Shooting over 40% from the field. Ortiz using the Diallo screen. Baseline drive by FIBA. Hands it back to Diallo. Diallo goes the long way round, but manages to find a way past Hempy. Zaragoza back out to a 4-point lead. Just about 2 minutes gone. An interesting start to the game. Alvina. Skip pass now. Nice pass inside. Finishes there. Carrera. 22-year-old getting off the mark early. You have a feeling that the front court for Valencia is going to be super important here this evening. Fibic now looking for options, finds Ortiz. Gulbe will run the pick and roll with her. Tries to muscle away inside. The pass is too heavy though from Diallo. Good help defense there from Valencia. Alvina brings it up over the half. Two similar styles of play here going toe-to-toe. Both teams like to focus on the defensive end. Foul's going to be called. Slightly late call, but looks like the right call. Agapova will head to the free throw line. Let's have a look. Yeah, absolutely the right call. If Fibic had stayed upright and not brought that arm down. I think she may have got away with it. Instead, Yagapova will go to the line. And 5 points, just 1 rebound and 2 steals in the first showing for Valencia last week, but had a big start to the season for Cukurova. Season high of 23 points against Fenerbahce earlier in the season. Sorry, against Praha early in the season. Splits the free throws this trip though. Atkinson now, Diallo screen. Stolen away, no, recovered by Gulbe. Gulbe drives inside, will get the score. Zaragoza back out to a 3-point lead. Zaragoza working hard to get some high percentage opportunities close to the bucket. Yagapova, double team comes, skip pass almost intercepted, batted out of bounds by Atkinson. But that is what Yagapova brings to this Valencia team that maybe they were missing earlier in the season. A bit of creativity, a bit of spark offensively. Catch and shoot. Yagapova is string music from the wing, and that ties us at 8 apiece. 4 points now for Alina Yagapova. Fibic comes back to Atkinson. Diallo on the roll. Lovely execution of the PNR. The finish not there though. Alvina up over the half. No one with her though. Everyone just spacing the floor. Pass inside to Hempe. Foul's going to be called as Hempe was held, I think, by Atkinson. No, it's Ortiz. Alvina. Little jumper, she wasn't that confident. Oh, and she's stolen it back. What a pass over her head. Will they get the score? Yes, they will. What a play by Alvina. A great read by Casas. Valencia up to a game-high 4-point lead. Drive inside, Diallo. Oh, that's just bully basketball there as Hempe ends up on the floor. Stella Diallo bullying away inside. Let's have a look. Great roll. Uses her upper body well. Clears the path and gets the score. Just starting to heat up a little now. Hempe for 3, and that's what she can do. Stretch the floor. Merit Hempe. Shooting 36% from outside. Standing 1.90 m tall. That is a good lick from the perimeter. Diallo wide open, that pick and roll action paying dividends for Zaragoza. Casas, little mid-range two is good. She keeps the hand high in the air. Memories of white men can't jump there with that little celebration from Casas. Ortiz now looks for the backdoor cut from Fibic. Nothing there. She'll have to take it herself, and both teams real high level offense on show. Wow. Relatively slow first 2 or 3 minutes, but this game has sparked to life. Casas looking for Yagapova. Big screen by Hempe. Yagapova kicks it. Hempe short corner. No good this time. Skims across the top of the iron. Diallo for 3. It's almost a personal battle now between Hempe and Diallo. Love to see two bigs going toe-to-toe. Really unleashing what they have in the locker. Pick and roll, Hempe, easy score. Great execution from Alvina. just the timing of the pass, waiting for the roll to progress and the defense to open up. Atkinson, a little nudge to clear the space with Yagapova. And you would say that this pace of game, this tempo of scoring is playing towards Valencia's strengths and chances of winning. Casas, not this time. A little bit of a heat check there on Kirat Casas. Foul will be called on Alvina. Both teams to make some changes here. Blistering first 7 minutes. No surprise that reinforcements are needed. Hempe and Alvina head to the bench. Into the game comes Torrens. Yagapova also coming out of the game. Gulic has come in. Also in Romero. Zaragoza, Holoshinska's come into the game. Fibic gone to the bench. That's a triple change for them as well. Jimeno comes in, as does Hermosa. And the score is good. That brings Zaragoza back to within a single point now. Ortiz getting herself another bucket. She has been the bright spark offensively so far for Zaragoza. 8 points now for her. 4 from 4 from the field. Romero now going up against Ortiz. Torrens, skip pass to Casas, baseline drive, reverse layup is good, and Kirat Casas has stepped up in a big way in recent weeks. Had 21 points last week against Sepsi. A 13-year pro career across Europe. Brings a lot of experience. As Holoshinska just steps out of bounds. Casas heads to the bench as Buenavida checks in for the first time this evening. Romero drives inside, tries to find a lane. Defense offered up there. Strong defense by Hermosa. Footwork's there all the way and just gets enough on it to swat it out of bounds. Baseline ball for Valencia. Gulic sets the screen for Torrens, and again another perfect execution of the pick and roll. Both these teams putting on a bit of a P&R masterclass right now. 5-point lead for Valencia, a little over 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Atkinson down in the low post. Has to bat it back up. Holoshinska just about saves it. 2 seconds left, they'll heave it. The loose ball or the air ball picked up with ease by Gulic. Good defense by Valencia. Pringles in the game as Carrera comes to the bench now. Gulic for 3. That's short. Where's the rebound? The battle's there. It's on the floor. Atkinson eventually scoops it up for Zaragoza. Final minute of the first quarter. Foul's going to be called on Romero. Neither team in the penalty. It's been a clean first quarter, that's for sure. Fibic comes back into the game as Atkinson goes to the bench for Zaragoza. Good rotation by both teams. Well, good or bad to be judged, but extensive rotation by both teams in the first quarter. Catch and shoot is good. Jimeno Jimeno comes in, hits a big three. Kazana with the assist. Zaragoza back within two. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Valencia if they take it. Torrens feeds it inside on the pick and roll. This time Gulic with another score. Surely Zaragoza will just see this quarter out now, look to take the final shot of the opening quarter. Kazana, spin move, right hand. Beautiful looking, finish not quite there though. 2 seconds remaining, will they get a shot away? No, they won't. That will be the end of the first quarter. And a first quarter a lot higher scoring than we expected. Playing towards Valencia's strengths, giving them a better chance of winning this game. End of the first quarter, it's Valencia 25, Zaragoza 21.
Esta chica va a volver de categoría. El meme imita al nostre meme. Bien, on vol estar, molt bé que te ve. A veure, com imitem este meme? Imita, a ver, no me digues vergonya. Ai, la xicona ho fa bé. La xicona, ai, sí, de categoria. Busquem més aficionats que vulguin imitar el meme. Bueno, molt bé, està tramant, però molt bé. De categoria, a veure esta expressió. Imita, ¡oh! ¡Qué que te ve! Y tienes la cua en el moño y todo. Madre mía, quina afición, es espectacular. Ahora imitan meme, ahora quina vergonyeta. I amb les mans així, fan les mans així. Ahora el meme, imita, t'han pillat a la fonteta. Vinga, imita el meme, vergonyosa. No s'entenem. Estàs ahí, al videomarcador de la fonteta. Molt ben imitat. Bons reflexos, busquem més afició. Imita al meme. Imita al meme de la fonteta.
Now the results coming in from around Europe. Cukurova have beat Virtus Bologna by 3 points. If they'd won by 4, they would have guaranteed their spot in the playoffs. As it stands, they still have to wait. If Villeneuve de Ascq or Avenida lose their games later this evening, then Cukurova will have qualified for the playoffs. As it stands right now, they have not. That is how close this year's EuroLeague Women's has been. A breath between most of the teams. Second quarter action underway here in Valencia. Game day 12 in Group A. Valencia against Zaragoza. 10 minutes in the book. Valencia lead this one by 4. Remember, Valencia have to win it to keep their hopes alive. If Zaragoza win it, they secure a playoff berth. Romero for 3. It's string music from the top for Leticia Romero. And Valencia out to a game-high 7-point lead now. Coach Burgos will be happy with how his team have played this one so far. Kleibic hands it to the free throw line jumper. No good for Almosa. Foul's called. On Jimeno. Let's have a look at the play. Oh yeah, that's painful looking one there. Just grabbed hold of the arm and almost hyperextended the elbow. Jimeno needs to be careful. Good to be aggressive on the boards, but can't endanger a player for injury. Stolen away by Holoshinska. She can only knock it out of bounds though. Baseline ball for Valencia. Into Gulic. Comes back out now to Torrens. Shot clock running down. Torrens throws up what looked like a prayer, but ends up being an absolute dagger. Torrens, first points of the game. The vets for Valencia have come locked in. Torrens hitting big shots. Casas hitting big shots. Shot goes up. Back of the iron and away for Jimeno. Olashinska fakes a three, drives inside. Oh, rejected by Torrens. Jimeno for three. Another miss. Valencia struggling to defend their own glass right now. Buenavida's going to be called for the foul on Lacazana. You have to ask, where is the front court for Valencia? Fingal and Gulic both on the floor. Gulic averaging over 5 rebounds a game. Fingal over 4. Need to lock out those defensive boards. Lacazana hits the first of her 2. 82% from the free throw line so far, Lacazana. Makes both and heads to the bench. Ortiz comes in to take her place. Valencia's lead cut to 8. It was out at double digits. MP doesn't take the three. You could see she wanted to, though. And the jumper is good. Torrens again. Flybic to the basket, off the glass, no good. Foul called. Second foul of the quarter for Valencia. Flybic heads to the line for free throws. Also an 82% free throw shooter. 24 years of age, but already so much experience. Been playing international basketball for over 5 years now. He's played professionally in Germany, France, Australia, and now in Spain. It's a pretty impressive resume for someone who's coming to the end of their career, let alone someone who's really only just starting out. Valencia's lead at 9. Romero, little hesitation. Gets a shot away, draws the foul. Is it off Flybic or Ortiz? Let's have a look. One thing for sure, Romero's heading to the free throw line. Now called on Ortiz. Moving. Alvina into the game, as is Diagapova. Alvina now with possession. Romero and Torrens have headed to the bench for Valencia. Three ball is good for Alvina. There's the 1-2 punch. The subs coming off the bench. Alvina Yagapova connecting. A game-high 12-point lead now for Valencia. They are pumped right now. Home crowd are feeling the vibes here as well. Ortiz feeds it into the low post. Hermosa gets the strong move to the basket. Yagapova uses the Gulic screen. Atkinson's going to be called for the pushing foul as Gulic ends up on a backside on the hardwood. First foul of the game on Atkinson. Third foul of the quarter though for Zaragoza, so we could be seeing some free throws coming up for Valencia. All inbounded to Alvina. Valencia playing very controlled, steady, consistent basketball. The three is high arcing from Jagopova, but not successful. Jimeno looks for Fibic in the low post, and that's great defense in the end by Valencia. Skip pass inside, intercepted by Atkinson. Fingal just about holds on to it, and Valencia will reset. Foul's going to be called on Jimeno. Bit of a mismatch for Jimeno, not massively though. Ball knocked away. Valencia will hold on to possession. Jagopova tries to inbound it. It's deflected by Ortiz. Timeout called here, and we've just had a little bit of a rocky phase for both teams. A little over 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. Valencia will be happy. Coach Burgos will be happy. His team lead by 10. However, he wants to talk it over.
We play Spain, but Nadia open. All to Chris, come here, and we play directly on Spanish pick and roll with Alina.
I explain, I go for the unball, there's no chance.
Well, maybe, yes. Maybe we can start here. Alina, Chris, boom, boom, and done. Okay?
Tienen bonus, ¿eh? ¿Cuánto gol te dais, querido?
Coach Burgos identifying that he thinks his team have a bit of a chance to step on this game a little. Just under 6 minutes until the half-time break. I'm sure he's determined to have at least a double-digit lead, if not grow that lead out a little bit further. Zaragoza looking a little rocky right now. Bear in mind, they've only lost one of their last 8 games, and that was against Fenerbahce. Alvina, the pass was there. Not quite connected correctly, though. Gulic didn't read it. Atkinson back the other way. And the defense deserts their post. Foul's going to be called on Casas. We'll send Atkinson to the line for free throws. Really no choice for Casas but to foul in that situation. Either that or give up easy points. The first is good for Atkinson. Averaging almost 11 points a game across the season in EuroLeague women. Brings Zaragoza back to within 8. Jagopova now. End up kicking it out of bounds, and this is what you get with Jagopova. An absolute sorcerer with possession. Does some unbelievable things. However, can be prone to turnovers as well, averaging 2 turnovers last game. More turnovers again today. Ortiz uses the Diallo screen, and yeah, I was going to say it's a little late. Ortiz stepping through it a bit early. Yeah, moving screen is the right call. Certainly not a player you want to walk into a moving screen from. Alvina will have felt that one. Fingal for three. Not this time. Rebound, Atkinson. See the determination, her third board of the game. Diallo with the handoff. Zaragoza really struggling to find their offense right now. Stolen away, Agapova, no good. The follow is good from Fingal. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Cantero, as his team are now on the wrong side of a double-digit Valencia lead.
Desperta después emociones. Por Kuga híbrido enchufable. Un motor elèctric per a desplaçaments de fins a 56 km. Por Kuga híbrid. Deixa de la ciutat i experimenta l'eficiència i el rendiment. Aventura en Stratford. Disseny distintiu. 3 cornises certificades i una connectivitat d'última generació. Enchufable el Ford Kuga híbrid. L'interior del Ford Kuga ha sigut dissenyat per la comoditat. És el Ford Kuga híbrid enchufable. El teu nou Kuga híbrid enchufable t'espera en Atunsa des de 33.990 euros. I per als socis de Valencia Bàsquet,
Coach Cantero, let's see a new emphasis coming out of that huddle, whereas Coach Burgos will be more than happy with what he's seen from his team so far. They're going to apply a little bit of full court pressure now as well. Are they going to double? No, they're just going to use it to slow Zaragoza down. Ball at the top. Ortiz looks to put it up, can only throw it out of bounds. She thinks there's a foul. The officials say no. Not what Coach Cantero will have wanted coming out of the huddle. Pretty much a shot clock violation of a first play. Valencia lead by 10. Almost at 40 points already. Bear in mind, Zaragoza on average concede less than 61. Alvina, no good. Big rebound, well chased down. Alvina with the three ball. It's loose again. Fingal is a beast on the boards. Can't hold on to it though. Gotta love the energy that Nadia Fingal is bringing to that. Chasing down everything she can. That foul's going to be called on Agapova. Both teams now in the penalty. Atkinson back to Diallo. There doesn't seem to be much change here from Zaragoza. There doesn't seem to be a plan B. Fingal intercepts that one. Tries to send it out early. They get lucky. Hempy will be called for a travel though. She says it wasn't. It looked like it for me. Love to see the replay. She just stutter and pick that back foot up before the ball hit the ground. The home crowd don't think so. Looked like a little bit awkward for me and potentially was a travel. Either way, the officials have called it, so it is what it is. Another near turnover for Ortiz. Inside to Diallo. Foul's going to be called on Fingal. She didn't want to get caught in the low post. Trying to guard Diallo in the back to the basket. Pretty equal physicality, those two. I'm not sure there's many players that want to try and guard the post against Fingal or Diallo. First foul of the game for Nadia Fingal. Diallo at the line for free throws. Not a great free throw shooter, just 36% prior to today's game. Back at the line for the second. Misses a second. Her personal tally stays at 7. Valencia's lead stays at 8. Make that 10 now with the Yagapova play. Shot is up and short. Rebound. Pivot comes out. Ortiz will drive to the basket. Fingal rotates well. It's on the floor and Fingal is after it. Oh, what hustle by Fingal. Throws it to the hardwood. Foul's going to be called and it's getting a little bit physical now. Ortiz is getting frustrated. Picks up her second foul. Clearly is a foul as she almost lashes out. Agapova to the free throw line, and right now Valencia have Zaragoza exactly where they want them. Rattled down by 11 with the crowd in the game. Agapova hits the first of her 2. And the second is good. That's a game-high 13-point lead now for Valencia. This is what I was talking about. Valencia want a higher tempo, higher scoring game. That is exactly what they have brought to the floor here tonight. Strong drive to the basket, dumped inside. Diallo won't get the score, and Zaragoza really have struggled with some of the simpler things in today's game. Certainly not going their way. Alvina slows it down for Valencia. MPT Agapova. Yagapova long 3 is good. Alina Yagapova, 11 points. Lacazana. Gulbe tries to find a way down the lane, will draw the foul off Hempi. Little kick to the bucket. Gulbe will head to the free throw line. 16-point lead here as out of the game. It's Pivic for Zaragoza and Alvina for Valencia. Gulbe at the line for free throws. The 23-year-old Latvian shooting 75% this season. Romero into the action for Valencia. Holoshinska comes in for Pivek. Two from 2 for the line for Gulbe. Takes her tally to 4. Battle for Torrens to get round the screen. Yagapova will draw the foul. Zaragoza struggling to contain Valencia right now. Most that Zaragoza have conceded this season is 71. They've conceded that twice, both of those against Fenerbahce. Currently on track for maybe conceding 100 points in this game. That shows you how Valencia have turned this on. And do bear in mind that Valencia have only the 12th best offense in this competition. They're averaging under 67 points a game. And that is not the style of basketball they've played here this evening. Oleshinska, elbow jumper, no good. Where's the rebound? Batted out of bounds by Gulbe.
Up and it is.
Agapova, handpicked wide open for three. It's a big three ball from the top. 18-point lead now for Valencia. Just about 30 seconds left in this first half, and what a first half it has been for the home team. The crowd have enjoyed almost every second of this one. And another turnover. Zaragoza left with no answers right now. Turnover number 10 for them. Kozana chalked up with that one. Valencia will head to the locker room with a very healthy lead as they look to take the final shot of this first half. Drive to the basket is good, and everything looking easy right now for Valencia. This time Romero with the score. Atkinson to Oleshinska, gets it away, but that one will be short. And that is the end of the first half here in Valencia, and what a first half it's been for the home team. Unbelievable performance from them. Crowd showing their appreciation. At the half, it's Valencia 52, Zaragoza 32.
Ceràmica, patrocinador principal del partit d'avui. Agafem boxes i ens veiem al tercer quart del partit d'avui. I si tens l'abonament taronja, ja pots apuntar-te al Club Taronja. Descomptes en la compra de productes i servicis t'esperen de totes les nostres empreses col·laboradores. Consulta en www.valenciabasket.com. I a l'alqueria del bàsquet arriba el Fit Center. El nou gimnàs totalment equipat en l'alqueria del bàsquet. Horari matí, migdia i vesprada. Sessions personalitzades i grups reduïts. Fit Center València. I a la botiga oficial de València Bàsquet rebaixes fins al 31 de gener o la fi d'existències. Tenim descomptes per a tu fins al 40% en productes de l'UAMBI. Tots els productes de la temporada 23-24, el menjador oficial, el trobaràs a la botiga de València Bàsquet, al pavelló de la Fonteta, els se presenta divendres 10, 8:30, EuroLeague, Valencia bàsquet final. Dimecres 24, 7:15, EuroLeague femenina. Valencia bàsquet BBTK. La botiga oficial de Valencia Bàsquet de Baixes fins al 31 de gener o la fi d'existències. Descompte fins al 40% de productes Luafi. Temporada 23-24, les rebaixes taronja arriben a la Fonteta. Abraman la botiga i aprofita les rebaixes. Afició. A l'Alqueria arriba al Big Center. El nou gimnàs totalment equipat. Amb edicions personalitzades i grups reduïts. Big Center en l'Alqueria del bàsquet.com. Vic Afició, no parem. A pel tercer quart, ocupeu les vostres localitats. Això està a punt de continuar, Fonteta. Va més la ceràmica i el teu aplaudidor reciclat que hauràs de deixar a l'eixida de la Fonteta en acabar el partit. No te l'emportes a casa, no el deixes a la paperera. És per a reciclar-lo. A per elles!
Welcome back to Valencia in Spain. Game day 12 of the EuroLeague Women regular season. Just a minute left until the start of the second half here in Valencia. What a game we have for you here in Group A. Valencia, it's a do or die. They have to win to keep their hopes of the playoffs alive. What an unbelievable first half they've had. They lead by 20 over Zaragoza, having dropped 52 points in that first half. And it really was a team effort. Torrens leading the way with 13, Hempe with 12, Casas with 7, Alvina with 7, Yagapova with 9. 10 of their 12 players on the scorebook. As for Zaragoza, it really is just Ortiz and Atkinson getting the job done, and that is why they trail by 20 right now. Remember, for Zaragoza, a win tonight secures them a postseason spot. A loss puts it, the cat among the pigeons. It will move them to an 8-4 record. Valencia will move up to a 6-6 record. And Valencia still have a chance of qualifying. Just before the start of the second half, if you have your phones handy, please do grab them now. Download the official EuroLeague Women app. Available wherever you get your apps, completely free of charge, and an indispensable partner as you go through not just tonight's game, but the EuroLeague Women's season as a whole. Jimeno gets the second half underway here in Valencia. The home team lead by 20 at the break. Can Zaragoza fight their way back into this one? Ortiz goes inside. Hempe stands strong. But Diallo's there for the score. Signal of intention potentially there early on from Zaragoza in this second half. Go to the basket, goes strong. Hempe fakes the three, waits for the double screen down. Diallo will be called for the foul though. First foul of the second half. Body contact as well as arms. Sideline possession for Valencia. Being made to work hard to get open for the inbound. Iverson cut from Yagapova. She'll drive the baseline. No help for Fibic. Foul called. Yagapova heading to the line for free throws. Just gets her on her shoulder, and just a sheer strength of Alina Yagapova. Always tough to defend when she has that first half step on you. Fibic now up to 3 fouls, and unbelievably only 2 points so far this evening. She's averaging over 12. For a lot of this season, she's certainly been in the MVP conversation. Second is good as well for Yagapova. Valencia's lead back out to 20. Diallo being harassed by Hempe. Drives to the basket instead. That's a strong move by Diallo. Real composure from the French international. Casas now runs a handoff to Yagapova. Yagapova uses the pick and roll. Hempe can't hold on to it and ends up on the floor. His back out to Jimeno. Jimeno goes strong to the basket, doesn't get the roll. Rebound falls kindly to Carrera. Her first rebound of the game. Raquel Carrera not really been that involved so far for Valencia, but if you're not needed, then it's not a problem. Alvina uses the Hempe screen. There's the pick and roll, but it's well read, and the passing lane really closed out by Ortiz. Diallo looks for the handoff, but goes to the low post instead. Diallo fakes the three. Kicks it out, wide open, Jimeno. That one's a little flat. Valencia riding the early storm here from Zaragoza. Casas waiting for the screen from Hempe. Really are trying to work that pick and roll. Hempe couldn't hold on to it again. I think they're just starting to overplay it a little bit too much. I think they need to run a couple of options, which doesn't involve that pass to the rolling big, because at the moment Zaragoza are just closing those passing lanes out because they know it's coming. Second attempt off this Jimeno rebound for Zaragoza. Ortiz, elbow jumper, that's a tough shot. Fibic with the rebound and the roll. Strong start from Zaragoza. A 6-2 start in the first 3 minutes of this second half. Alvina tries to kick it out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Coach Burgos timeout soon. That will remain Zaragoza ball on the baseline. I think if we see another score, we'll see a home team timeout here. Diallo will go to the bench for Zaragoza. Into the game comes Geldof for Zaragoza. Foul's going to be called. I think it's off the ball. Or is it Yagapova? We'll wait to see. Maybe off the ball, yeah. Kill out Casas. Just overplaying the screen. Atkinson spills possession. Oh, that is a pinpoint pass. Thread the eye of the needle, but the finish is not there. Wonderful vision from Yagapova. Fibic trying to find some space in the low post. Back out to Ortiz. FIBA corner pocket 3, no good. Rebound falls kindly into the hands of Hempe. Yagapova, long 3 is good. Alina Yagapova, 17 points from the Ukrainian. What a night she's having. Remember, her season high was against Praha for Chukarova. Oh, and a rejection. Both ends of the floor. That is a way to make yourself a fan favorite here in Valencia. Tough offense, tough defense. Getting it done. As I was saying, season high for Yagopova's 23 against Praha. And she was wearing the Chukarova jersey. Game day 7. Skip pass out to FIBA, down into the low post to Geldof. Geldof trying to back away to the basket. Skips under. Shot clock violation. That one will be chalked up as a turnover. Gulic has come into the game for Hempe. I like that change from Coach Burgos. They were struggling to get Hempe into the action offensively. The pick and roll wasn't working. Let's see what Gulic offers instead. Similar style players though, to be fair. Merit Hempe and Marie Gulic. Alvina for 3. In and out rebound by Atkinson. FIBA wrestling Casas in the low post. Both real competitors. Atkinson, oh, lovely quick first step. Will she get the roll? She will. Deserve that one. Explosive drive to the bucket. 6 points now for Atkinson, alongside 5 rebounds. Just 1 from 4 from the field, though. 2 from 4 from the field. Her second field goal of the game. Casas, that's short. Valencia's offense has certainly slowed down in this quarter. They've only scored 5 points in this third quarter. Geldof will hand it off to FIBA. FIBA for 3. No good. Rebound by Alvina. She'll spark the transition. Foul's going to be called on Ortiz. Crowd want an unsportsmanlike. Certainly, I don't think there's any chance of that call. Third foul on Ortiz as well. Let's see what the crowd want. Not for me, that one. I don't think you can call an unsportsmanlike there. Plenty of players behind her playing defense. Officials are going to review it though. As long as there's a play at the ball, I think she'll be okay, and as long as it's not over exuberant. Is that a play at the ball or just a pull on the hip? Tough to see in real time, and that's why I don't envy the officials. Trying to call this game in real time is tough when you're refereeing this level of basketball. A 17-point lead right now for Valencia. That's what they're looking at. Could be an unsportsmanlike, actually. Not sure there is a play at the ball. Rather just a grab at the body. Could be costly for Ortiz. That would give Valencia 2 free throws and possession. Chance for them to re-establish their 20-point lead. Maybe even more. Let's see what the officials say. They've made the decision. Just going to be a regular foul. We didn't see anything that warranted upgrading it. Poloshinska comes into the game for FIBA, and FIBA has struggled to find a foothold in this game so far. She's been chased all over the floor. Alvina will also come out of the game alongside Casas for Valencia. Romero comes in for Alvina. Torrens comes in for Casas. Romero running the point. Zaragoza sitting in a 2-3 zone now. Jakubova to the corner. Torrens for three. Oh, gets the roll. Valencia up to 60. Out to a 20-point lead again. Knocked out of bounds by Jakubova. Gotta love the energy that this Valencia team have played with here so far this evening. Seem to be sparked back into life. Won their last game by 10 on the road to Sepsi after losing by 21 here in game day 10 against Asvel. Atkinson now drives inside. Door closed on her and it's stolen away. Valencia marauding forward. The white and the orange. Oh, coast to coast and one. Big play by Marie Gulic. Chance for the three-point play. Timeout called by Coach Cantero. His team trail by 22 and they really haven't shown any more in this third quarter so far. What can he do to change that? EuroLeague Women Final Fours just around the corner. Just about 3 months away. We will be crowning champions of Europe. Could it be one of these two teams that lifts that beautiful trophy high? Who knows? The Final Fours could be in Valencia, they could be in Zaragoza. We'll wait to see. I'm sure both these teams would relish the opportunity to compete in the Final Fours on their home floors. Zaragoza have certainly been found wanting here this evening, whilst Valencia really have just been a completely different beast. Not what we were expecting. This was the key. They needed to get out, they needed to score, and that's what they've done. And the bonus is good for Gulic. 23-point lead now for the home team. Ortiz brings it up over the half. There'll also be the thought of head-to-head in their minds. At the moment, Zaragoza have an 8-point head-to-head lead. And the bucket is good. Jakubova up to 19 points now. Strong drive to the basket, dumped inside, and it's stolen away again. And Valencia, both ends of the floor putting in probably, well, you have to say, their best performance of the year. Ball movement, wide open, three ball is good from the wing. And this is a thing of beauty when a team hits this momentum, when they hit this rhythm. See the joy from the crowd. They haven't seen this Valencia that many times this season. This is absolute pinnacle basketball for Valencia. Ortiz backs it out, waits for the screen, splits the defense. Can't get the score. Now Valencia have got the break. Hot pinpoint pass. Ortiz just getting back onto defense now. Romero being harassed by Ortiz. Ortiz picks up the foul. She needs to be careful. She's playing right on the edge. That's her fourth foul. She picks up a technical and she wants to be thrown out, to be honest. That was clear. her body language, the way she committed that foul. She doesn't want to be in this game anymore. She's decided herself that she wants to sit out the rest. And that is disappointing from such an experienced player. It really is. Ortiz now heads to the bench. 31 years old, been there, done that. Just hasn't been in this game at all. 8 points, 4 from 6, as well as 4 rebounds, and now she's out of the game. And she's still talking. She's going to get a bench technical if she's not careful. Back to the free throw line now. We've had the technical free throw. Romero will get her 2 free throws as Zaragoza are in the penalty, and unbelievably, Valencia have already scored more in this game than they've averaged in entire games this season. They're averaging under 67 points a game. Their highest score was against Lublin. They got 87 in that. They're certainly on track to do the same again here, and maybe a little bit more. Fibic now kicks it out. Holoshinska for 3. Nails the 3. Gotta love that from players like Petra Holoshinska. The Czechia player just stepping up when a team needs her. Not dealing with the drama. Dealing with the fact that they're down and they need to fight back. Nice pass inside. The finish is there, and that's a great play to beat that zone defense. Coming in from the high post. Always the weakness in most zones. Kazana hands it to Holoshinska. Torrens going to be called for the foul as she chases over the screen against Holoshinska. Almost stolen away. It is stolen away. That is quick hands by Alba Torrens. Romero uses the Gulic screen. There's the pick and roll, and again it's spilt by the big. Inside, trying to battle to a tough score, and Almosa is rejected. Final 30 seconds now of this third quarter. Carrera for 3. Oh, and that sums it up. Carrera nails a big 3 now as well. Her second bucket of the game. A 33-point lead now for Valencia, and their hopes of being in the playoffs have taken a huge boost here today. That's the end of the third quarter. We've still got 10 minutes of basketball to play here, and the home crowd are on their feet, and rightfully so. What a performance. What a 30 minutes of basketball their team have given us already. Already looking forward to the final 10. And the third quarter, the scores: Valencia 76, Zaragoza 43.
Un aplaudiment de tota l'afició i el reconeixement de la Fonteta com a equip més fort del blau. Vinga, ara continuem animant l'afició. El Fit Center te dona la força per ajudar també els dies de partit. En l'Alqueria Fit Center, el nou gimnàs totalment equipat. a Cruz Reduïts. Sessions personalitzades. I tindràs la força per estirar la soda. Mai un disfrutar expert. Tota la info en algeriadebasquet.com. Fit Center a l'Algeria.
Fourth quarter action underway here in Valencia, and what a game we've had. One that's ripped the rule book up, ripped the form book up, thrown it out the window. Zaragoza entered the game as favourites here. Had a much better season so far, but Valencia just completely ignored that and have come out and dominated. Another three ball, this time Fingal nails the three and extends the lead out to 35 points for Valencia. Just a two actually from Fingal there. But what a game the home team have had. The crowd have been absolutely entertained by some world-class basketball. Fibic goes to the floor. Holoshinska picks up the loose ball. Goes up against Alvina. Step back two, off left. Fluid, fast-paced game has certainly played to Valencia's favour. The pass isn't quite there by Torrens. She wanted Buenavida to fake to the corner a bit further, but the 19-year-old stopped a little short. Holoshinska now being harassed by Alvina. Backdoor cut. Pass isn't quite there for Pivot. Fibic will go to the bench as Atkinson comes back in, and you do wonder now if Coach Cantero will just rotate, give some of his star players a bit of a rest, as maybe he feels the game is out of reach right now. Drive inside, Torrens hands it to Fingal. Fingal won't get the roll. Atkinson will get the rebound, her 6th rebound of the night, and 6 points as well. Tanae Atkinson. Foul will be called on Buenavida. That little hesitation dribble just drawing her in, and Atkinson blasting past her. Zaragoza being held to just 11 points in the third quarter, 11 points in the second quarter, while Valencia poured on more than 50. Shot goes up from Atkinson. It's an air ball, well read by Hermosa. Picks up that air ball rebound and puts it straight back in. 4 points for Nerea Hermosa this evening. Shot is good. Easy score from Fingal. Takes her tally up to 6. Holoshinska now being chased by Buenavida. Inside to Hermosa. Almost stolen away. It's on the floor for Pivot. Double team comes out, and that is just beautiful team defense from Valencia. Tons of hustle, tons of help. Scrambled to recover, forcing the 24-second violation onto Zaragoza. Plenty of Valencian eyes will be on that Leon or Asvel Skio game. At the half, Skio hold a 5-point lead. Valencia will be cheering on Asvel. If Skio win, it gives them a 2-game advantage over Valencia. and really does require Valencia to win both of their games and hope that Skio lose both of theirs. Hermosa, no good, rebound by Fingal. What a game this has been on both ends of the floor from Valencia. Offensively, well, set to be their biggest game of the season. That one's short on off right. 87 is their season high team tally against Lublin a few weeks ago. They're certainly on track to beat that, as we see changes being made by Coach Burgos. Torrens heads out of the game. Another big night by the veteran, 34-year-old, helping to lead the way. Lacazana now. Atkinson feeds it inside. Nice pass, nice finish. Hermosa making the most of the extended minutes, up to 6 points now. Only averaging 3.5 a game in EuroLeague Women, so certainly grabbing the extra time on the floor with both hands. Nerea Hermosa. Atkinson, long outlet pass. Back inside. Pass isn't quite crisp enough, but Zaragoza will hold on to possession as Buenavida knocks it out. More changes as we see Hempi come out. And our Pham comes in, the 17-year-old. Both coaches now just rotating to give their teams and some of their bench players a little bit more court time. Always good in the development of players, particularly players at the stage of Pham, just 17 years of age. A talent that's expected to be one of the best in the country. Needs time on the floor to develop. Fingal drives inside, kicked out. Buenavida, a little snap shot from Elena Buenavida. Her first field goal of the game. Fingal with the assist. Golbe. Oh, that's a beautiful stroke from Alexa Golbe. The joy to watch her play in Eurobasket Women last summer for Latvia. Just 23 years of age, but plays with such a maturity. Alvina now to Buenavida. Buenavida trying to shake things a little, almost loses the handle though. That will be a double dribble. And a turnover from Buenavida. 35-point lead from Valencia. Obviously, for Valencia, the most important thing was the win. The head-to-head is still important as well, though. They need to win by 9 or more to claim the head-to-head advantage over Zaragoza. They certainly look like they're on track for that. So, you know, both tasks completed here for Coach Burgos. Knocked away by Fingal. Valencia almost lose possession. Stolen away by Pivek. Teams running some of the bench players now, but those bench players are highly motivated to put in good performances and keep pushing all the way to the end. They want to fight for slots higher up in the rotation, fight for more minutes as we get to the fun bit of the season and get to the business end. Many of these second string players can show a little bit of clutch. They could get minutes in big games. Pham with some good defense. That will be thrown out of bounds by Pivek. Baseline ball for Valencia. Good defense by the young big. A little over 3 minutes to play, and what a game Valencia have had. Next week, a tough one though. Their final 3 games are all at home. That certainly helps them. DVTK next week. The team that are currently second in Group A. That's a big ask, but if they can pick up the win there, and that puts them in the driving seat, because the team that they will face in the final game of the regular season is Skio. And unbelievably, that could be a winner-takes-all game. Those two teams could be fighting it out on the last day of the regular season for the final playoff berth for this season's EuroLeague Women. For all us neutrals, that is something we are hoping for. For all the Skio fans, they're hoping they get the job done earlier than that. Juanavida hands it inside to Fam. Fam bullied a little bit there, and the ball is stolen away by La Casana. She'll draw the foul, throw it up and earn a trip to the free throw line. As for Zaragoza, well, Skio are their opponents next week, but they'll have to make the trip to Italy to play that game. And then they will close out their group stage against Lublin. Now for Zaragoza, it really is just one more win and they're through. So they just need to pick up 1 out of their last 3. However, if they could pick up more than that, they've got a chance of finishing second in Group A. And why that is important? Because that would give them home court advantage in the quarterfinals. It would mean if it went to a 3-game series, 2 of those games would be played in Zaragoza. And that absolutely is gold dust. To play in front of your home fans on your home floor certainly helps. Romero to Fam. Lovely drop step. Passes off track though from Fam. Knocked out of bounds off a Zaragoza hand. Or is it? Let's have a look. Didn't look like it to me. They are going to review though. 1 minute 53 left in this game, and we've had some big performances from the Valencian team. 5 players in double digits already. Alba Torrens with 12 points. Sorry, 4 players. Alba Torrens with 12. Jakubova leading the way with 19. Hempe with 10. And Romero with 10. As for Zaragoza, just 1 player with double-digit points, and that is Diallo, who has 11. The likes of Fibic, who has been so impressive this season, has only scored 4 today and really struggled to get a foothold in this game. But the credit really does have to go to Valencia. They have locked Zaragoza out of this one, and that is why they are going to walk away with a massive win. Slightly unexpected. I'm not going to say massively unexpected, but slightly unexpected win. Officials are keen to get this call correct. Tough to see if it is off the hands of Almosa last, or whether Fam just throws it out of bounds. Let's see what they call. It's whether they can see anything that changes their opinion. It's going to be Zaragoza ball. And saying Fam just threw it out of bounds, no contact, or none that they could see at least. Final 2 minutes of the game here in Valencia. And the home team have been dominant. Well, pretty much from the second quarter onwards. Zaragoza have not been allowed to play their basketball. Batted away. Good work by Fingal. Shot goes up. La Casana, no good. Atkinson fights hard for the rebound and will get the 2. Smart play by Tanea Atkinson. 8 points for her now. One of the few bright sparks in the game for Zaragoza. Van with a lovely pass. The finish not quite there, though. Romero ends up on the floor. Zaragoza out at the races. 3-ball no good. Goulbe with the rebound. Stolen by Pham. Final minute now here in Valencia. And Valencia's hopes of EuroLeague women playoff basketball this season are remaining alive. They will move to a 6-6 record. Zaragoza will slip to an 8-4 record. And all eyes now will transfer across to that Asvel Skio game at the half. Skio leading that one by 5. Do tune into that one. My colleague Mark Clark covering that one for you. Fingal now drives inside, throws it away though. Zaragoza ball. As I say, all us neutrals, sorry Skio fans, shut your ears right now. We'll be hoping that this one goes all the way to the final game of the regular season, where Valencia will take Skio on this floor. In that game, it could be Skio with a 7-6 record, Valencia with a 7-6 record, and just basically come down to winner takes all. You love that when you've had a 14-game regular season and it comes down to a cup final of sorts to get your spot in the playoffs. I'm sure Skio fans are cursing me right now. They want the job done a lot earlier than the last game of the season. It is a tough run-in for Skio, though. They face Zaragoza on their home floor next week before making the trip to Valencia. But that is the final buzzer here in Valencia. What a game for the home team. What a performance they have put in. Pressure on their shoulders. They have absorbed every last molecule of that pressure. And it's Valencia coming away with a huge win. 85 to Valencia, 56 to Zaragoza. Valencia's playoff hopes are still alive.
Dimecres 24, 7 i quart de la vesprada de BTK EuroLeague Valencia Bàsquet. I recorda que durant els jugues en cada partit vos esperem el dimecres més bàsquet així. Ahí están los nuestros jugadores, el va a seguir Valencia, 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 Valencia Bàsquet. Muchísimas gracias a todos y a todos per l'importantíssima victòria d'avui i vos esperem en una no menys important, la del dimecres 24 a les 7 i quart de KTV, que segur serà victòria si vens a recolzar-nos. Gràcies a tots per la vostra presència, gràcies a Pamesa Ceràmica, patrocinador principal del partit d'avui. Ens veiem el dimecres 24 de gener, 7 i quart de la vesprada. EuroLeague, gràcies! Tenemos